We're doing a double bill of the very famous piece by Pergolesi called Serva, Padrona, and another piece completely unknown called Livietta, Tracollo, of equal quality. Pergolesi was a composer in Naples in the early 18th century who died at a very young age. I think he only got to be 26 or something like that. And in the very short time he had to composed a few pieces which really changed the course of musical history. It really made everything that came after different, including particularly Mozart, I would say.
Intermezzi were little miniature comic operas that were inserted in between the acts of tragedies. In the case of La Serva Padrona, everyone ignored the tragedy, but La Serva Padrona was an enormous success. So it was revived immediately that year and then performed all over Italy and eventually all over Europe as a separate piece outside of its original context. And on the success of La Serva Padrona, Pergolesi wrote the second one that we're doing, Livietta Tracollo, which went in between the acts of his 1734 opera Adriano in Syria. And that also had an enormous success all over Europe.
In this opera, the librettist and the composer have been developing music and roles for mute characters, which were obviously done, and which is our case also here, by a rather skilled actor. And that's uncommon for opera, obviously, because we all have a tendency to think that in opera the story is only told by what the people are singing. But in this very case, for both pieces, Pergolesi and his librettist has been developing mute characters which are interacting with the singers only with gestures and the power of expressivity of their bodies. And that is really truly unique and rather special.
I didn't know them at all, and they're comedies, and so there are a lot of gags, there are a lot of pockets, and there's also quite a lot of cross-dressing. They come on as ordinary people from the 18th century, and then they put on their theatrical outfits. And sometimes you have a girl who's disguised as a boy, but she comes in as a girl, and so it's quite complicated as underdressing and instant sex changes, which is quite interesting.
The music is so colorful, it's so, in turns, expressive, hilariously funny, grotesque, comic in various ways. It changes from moment to moment, and it is just some of the best entertainment from the 18th century that was ever produced.
I think it's very funny, a laugh a minute, and in a way, why not come and hear some wonderful music and laugh? You know, what could be better? And it will also be a visual feast, so come.